back to the channel. Today I want to talk with you and show you something about the Pictura fold out coloring books. I have not all of them, but I have quite a few. So let's take a look. Some I have colored, some are still uncolored. I don't know if you've seen this before. They are from Pictura. This one is Enchanted Forest, and they are all from different artists. They are nice. They have thick paper. I love them. And when you open them up, it says it all begins with a line. And then there is something about artists and the way to use them. And it's like an harmonica book, so they fall out. And this one looks like it's double. The print is not really clean, but it's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. But look at all the creatures. Here's a little elf and some mechanical animals. There's a squirrel, butterfly, a deer. I love him. And yeah, they go on. There's a dragon and another dragon and another fairy, and here a fairy with a door and a mouse on a kind of butterfly, another mechanical one, and this is the end. And even in the back it's telling you something about the forest, and there's also pictures. So dragons rise to beat their wings with fairy cries, and they stare and stretch their leathered claws and acting ancient unseen laws. So there is something in the back, and here is something that you can draw your own if you would want to. You can cut this up if you want, but I leave them in there. So this one I have not colored in yet, but yeah, really nice. That's the first one. And then I go to John Hull's Draconis. You know, I love dragons. Maybe I can zoom in a little. And again, begins with a line, something about other titles. And here you can see how it works with the book. So, when you start, you have a mother dragon with a little one and some eggs, and this is finished, so I'm really happy with this. And I did all the lines on the eggs with my gold gel pen. I like how the eye came out, and she's a mum, so I made her pink. And then I'm working a little on the castle and this dragon and the clouds and the greenery. So yeah, a lot of work to do, but it's a start. And then it goes on, and there are dragons in the sky, dragons in the tree, dragons in the sea. And here is a castle and a dragon on a pile of gold coins. And this reminds me of Tolkien, The Hobbit stuff. And I like the table with the book and the dragon. So that's the last piece. And also here you have things on the back. There's a big dragon and something that you can draw your own. So there are also big ones of this, and they have just pages, but they use the same drawings and enlarge them. So they have very thick lines, and I don't like that. I have them somewhere. I don't know where, but I have them somewhere. And then I have Helen Ward's Hedgehog Year. And because this is finished, and I loved it so much, I was in a shop here in the Netherlands, and I found one that was on sale. It was only $3.99. It's still in the foil. It's the same book, only with a Dutch text. So I can do it again. if I want to. So again, it all begins with a line. Maybe my second one will be even better. I don't know, because I'm really happy and really pleased with this one. So here are, in this one on the back, I have to tell you that first. On the back there's a picture and it tells you all the plants and not all, but a lot of the plants and animals that are in the picture, so that if you want to color them like they are in real life, you can look them up. So here's the number, and here it's saying this is a harvest mice, so number 22. So that's nice. And again, some pictures of winter, and it is also giving you the name autumn. It's go through the year: autumn, summer. You see red fox, harvest mouse, spring. So also some nice information. So here is my first page in spring. You can see the toads and the birds and the hares. And more butterflies, a foxglove, a swallow, a lizard. There are even some strawberries. And then I fold it out. You go to the swallows fly to the summer, and then you get different butterflies: the harvest mice, a poppy, some daisies, a cricket, some snails, the fox. And then you go through the summer to the autumn, and you have the pheasants, another butterfly, an apple, some mushrooms, more apples in the tree. I do it a little lower. There's a hedgehog, some fallen leaves. And then you go to the winter, and there are the deer. And they are on the land. There is nothing growing there, a little bit of grass. I don't know the name from this one. We call it a winterkoninkje in Dutch. It will be on the back. Maybe I can see it. Let me see. It's a wren. A wren. Okay, I will try to remember that. There are rose hips, a barn owl, and here the fields are with a bit a tiny layer of snow. So yeah, and that's the end of my book. So I had so much fun coloring this. It was a lot of work, but it was really nice to do. I used my Prismacolors for it, so yeah. My hedgerow here. And then I have the English Country Home. I was looking for another one of this and I couldn't find it, because I finished this one and I think it's a little, it looks like the pigment is fading on this one. So yeah, and the style of this is like the Pride and the Prejudice. And I'm a big fan of that, so I love it so much. And this one is by Anne Yvonne Gilbert. So, and this was one of my first, and I think I could do a better job with more pigment. That would be nice. I wish to do that, but I couldn't find a new one, so I don't know if it will happen. So here they are arriving at the door, and then they are in the drawing room, sitting there, all of them. You can see that the skin, it looks like the colors. I know that when it was finished first, the colors were brighter. It's almost if they fainted. So I don't know. And here are the servants. And mom sitting with the little ones on the chaise longue. And then they are preparing for the ball. On the stairs, all in long robes. And then we have a look in the kitchen. And here she is working on a chicken, and she is carrying a tray and they are baking bread. And then from the kitchen we go into the town, in the village, and there are some stalls and carrying a package. And then they are having a picnic outside on the lawn with the sheep. You can see the church in the distance, and in the park they are all having fun, riding on a horse. And of course this is Mr. Darcy. Can you see him with his big black stallion? Yeah, but like I say before, it looked like the colors are fainted. They are very, very light at the moment, and yeah, I wish I could do it again and make it brighter and maybe with the light fast a little better. So yeah, but I had a lot of fun coloring it, and yeah, still happy that I have it, but I wish I had a new one. Fairies, Nitru Putapitas. I cannot say that. This one is finished, and for this I found a new one. So happy me. Again, information on the back with some text. There is a story on the back, so that's nice that you can read. And it begins with a guy on a horse asking something on the fairies, and they go along, and here she is talking to a bird, and nice a snail and some mushrooms, and they are all going somewhere. Look, it's like a little parade, and he has a light, and there are little fairies here with a big tree, and there's a witch circle, I think it's called, and they are watching the parade. They are sitting there looking at everyone, and here's a deer in the distance. For instance, like I said by fading, there was a very light blue on here. It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh my gosh. And I think these are the bad ones. They are looking from a distance. So I made him dark purple. And here are the birds. They are also looking. What happened here? I don't know. Let's see if I can erase that. There's a line. Yeah. I'm sorry, the colors are sometimes smoothing in the folds. I use my Prismas on this, and they sometimes do that. And from here there is a little light brown color for sand, but that's also fading. And then you go to a little lake, and on the lake they are coming to see the parade. And here's a mermaid fairy, and she has a little silver on her wings. I don't think the camera is picking that up. Oh, maybe like so. Yeah, maybe. So there's silver on her wings. Here are the ducks, and she is talking to the ducks, and they are sitting having a conversation, and they are from far away. And there's a little glitter pen on the clothes, silver and some purple, because they are a little bit exotic. And then here, I think this is a really bad fairy, and she is coming out and see what's happening. What's all the commotion about? But a really nice storybook, I think. And I can do a new one. And here is Anne Yvonne Gilbert's A Night's Journey. In the back you can draw something if you want. Here is something about coloring advice. There are some numbers, of what everything is. If you want to look that up, you don't have to, but you can. I am started on this one. It's just a first beginning. And again, I did a light blue with pencil, and it's already started to faint. And they are closed in my cupboard, so I don't know. It looks like the paper is taking the color and holding it. So I think you need to do a little bit more than the one layer that I did. Well, maybe it's not one layer, but maybe a little more color. Or maybe, because it's very thick paper, I think maybe do something with watercolor or neos or something like that. So I started with him. I have to do more on the grass, but I like the armor. How do you call that? I don't know. And I started on the lady, and they are all going to battle. You can see that here, and she is waving goodbye. And here they are on a tournament, I think. And again here, and here she is knighting someone, and here I think he is asking her something. So you could see this like the story of King Arthur or something. Only Merlin is not there, but yeah, I like this one too. And then I have Deborah McFarlane's, sorry, Midsummer Night's Dream. And again, there's something in the back. You can try to draw your own. There's a story about everyone that you can read. I started on this one. Have not done that much. So I did a fairy queen and the little ones. Need to do a background on this one. I did him, and I did this a little brighter. I think it would be nice, a little brighter. And maybe I will do the background with watercolors or neos, because I think that will hold better. Did already a little bit on here. And the story goes on. So, if you are a Shakespeare fan, this is it. Midsummer Night's Dream. Nikki Pauline's Reef. This is all fish. And here in the back, you can find the fish, the colors of the fish. Oh, I hope I'm still not out of the camera all the time, because I'm not sure. I have to watch. The names of the fish are on here. You can find them if you want to color them like they are. I have not started in this one, but there is a lot of fish to color. I think it would be wonderful if it's done like you have an aquarium. So yeah, I couldn't leave it. And then there's one with butterflies. This is the Dutch one, but there is an English one as well. And again, in the back, there are all the names of all the different butterflies. So you can look them up and you can color them if you want. There is a really nice book full of butterflies. And then you have Once Upon a Time, and this is all fairy tales. So in the back they tell you the fairy tale, which one it is, with a little text from the fairy tale. Here you start with Sleeping Beauty, and you have to look really close, because here is Sleeping Beauty, but here is something else. We call that the Rattenvanger from Hamelen. I don't know. And here is Belle and the Beast. And here is something with a swan. And then you have Jack and the Bone Stick. And it goes on in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It goes on in Hansel and Gretchen. Little Red Riding Hood, Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know this one. And then the Beauty Lady and the Frog, the Princess and the Frog. And here is another one. And Rapunzel is here. And Cinderella. And oh my gosh, we call that Damelijntje. Let me see if I can find her. The red shoes are there. Oh, the little girl on the bird is not mentioned in the back. Well, I know it's a fairy tale. Puss in Boots, the shoes, Little Mermaid. So, but it's really detailed. So I don't know. I have it, but I'm not sure I will ever color in it. But I like the art, so that's good. It's the same with this one. It's Medieval Town. So some information about drawing and some things. And this is really nice to look at, but I don't know if I want to color this because it's really, really detailed. Look at all the people. I think it will be beautiful if you color it, but I don't think it's my thing. But I like to look at the pictures and see what everybody is doing. Laying on the ground, there's a little owl in a cage, there's a little cat with a fish. There is so much to look at that it's wonderful. So just for the art, I love it. But I don't think I will ever color it. And I have the same with New York. I have New York, but I don't know. It's the same. It's a city, a lot of buildings. But to have my series complete, I think it's a good thing. And the last one that I have is Paris. A friend of mine who loves Paris has done the whole book. And every time she finished a little section, she wrote a little story. So she wrote, today we went to the Sacre-Cœur and the weather was nice and we went there for a little walk. And then when we were finished looking, we went to the Arc de Triomphe and it was very busy and there were a lot of birds in the sky. And we took a carriage to go to, and then she goes on and on and on. And it was wonderful to follow her coloring and telling her story where she went. So yeah, it was really nice. So Le Pont Neuf, Eiffel Tower, and Notre Dame. And the end. So this is my last one. There are more, but these are the ones that I have. So I hope you like my little video. Thank you for watching. Maybe till next time. Bye for now.